Look, a lot of people talk to me about being lazy or procrastinating. I could be more successful if I just wasn't so much of a procrastinator. I'm just lazy. I'm just unmotivated. And really, I don't believe in procrastination or laziness or unmotivation generally, because it's really just fear. Really. If you weren't afraid, you'd take action. If you knew you were going to move forward and have some progress, you wouldn't consider yourself lazy. It's not really even a motivation problem. It's just examining the fact that you're allowing fear. Two things are happening to you. One is the words that you say when you talk to yourself. I'm lazy. I'm a procrastinator. I'm unmotivated. Become real. It turns you into what you say. So be very careful with the language. You just, I'm just being self-deprecating. I've dealt with this for years. Being too self-deprecating sometimes can burn a groove in your own brain and create the reality that you don't want to create. So be careful the language that you say when you're talking to yourself as far as how you describe you in terms of this. And the second thing is to examine, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of really? Stress is fear. You know why people are stressed out? Because they're afraid of something. You know, I'm stressed out over this deadline. They're afraid they're going to miss it. They're afraid they're going to be embarrassed. They're afraid they're going to have some bad consequence, and that's creating the stress. You know, they're procrastinating. Why are they procrastinating? Because they're afraid of something that's happening or that potentially could happen in front of them, that maybe it's hard, maybe it's difficult, maybe it's this, maybe I'll just go do that and I'll just go get distracted over here. We're in the fear management business inside of network marketing, but part of the fear management is not just managing the fear of our teams, it's managing the fear inside of ourselves. So how do you do that? Awareness is the first step. What is causing you to stop taking action? And what can you do to break through from that? What programming has been created in your brain that causes you to think that this is something you cannot or should not do? Right? So anything that you've ever really wanted, you did. Everything you ever really wanted to do, you did. Everything you ever really wanted to buy, really? I mean, within reason, you did. You know, you see that phone, I gotta have that phone, I gotta have that phone. You find a way. See what I mean? You know, you weren't lazy there. You didn't procrastinate there. There was just no fear in it. So, yes, of course, part of it's motivation and desire. But the other part is self-talk, and the third part is fear. And if you can figure out what you're afraid of, and then take a step. Maybe the thing that you're procrastinating is too big of a step, right? So maybe it's 10 steps. And like, I don't want to start because it's 10 steps, it's too hard. What's the first step that you can do, right? What's the first step? And what's the language you can tell yourself about doing that first step? I'm great at this. I can do this, right? I take action on this now. Versus I'm no good and I'm not motivated and I'm lazy and I'm a procrastinator. See what I'm saying? So awareness, self-talk, and then reduce that thing that you've been avoiding to something less threatening so you can take a step and get through the fear. Instead of being afraid of the dark, right? This is a way to turn the light on. Get to the next room, turn the next light on. Get to the next room, turn the next light on. And start to create some positive momentum in your life.